We're just gonna wheel it into its new temporary home here, into the garage. It's gotta meet its stable mates here, which is a 1982 Yamaha Vision. And what I thought was a super low mileage Elite 150, this one has 300 kilometers on it, basically brand new. This is what we're hoping this guy's gonna look and run like when it's all said and done. So the big issue with this scooter is right here. A complete lack of keys. The owner could not find the key. So really, the biggest project we have is to find out what the key code is on that ignition and order a set of keys. Then after that, we can get at the gas tank, which probably has some old nasty gas in it, and change the oil, spark plugs, etc., and see if it'll run. But for now, we're just gonna work on taking off the front cowl on this 9-kilometer CH150 Honda. Okay, so I mentioned the main issue with this bike is the lack of a key. I just thought for fun, because I have the identical bike sitting right here, I'll try this key. This would be a huge long shot, of course, but we'll give it a try on the glove box first and see if that works. Bingo. Lucky day. What do we have in here? It's probably been 35 years since this has been opened. Look at that brand new toolbox. Probably never been opened. Official Honda toolkit. That's awesome. And 1985 Honda Elite manual. Probably also never been opened. Now, I'm gonna relock that up. Now the $1 million question is, will this operate the key? Fingers crossed. No dice. Oh well. The next step is we're gonna have to remove the cover plate off the front, pull this out. There should be a 3-coded sequence of numbers that we can order some replacement keys. Okay, so we're opening up the hood here. And we're gonna undo these 2 little bolts that are gonna hold the ignition in. And then hopefully we can get the ignition just out a wee bit. And then we'll be able to read the code on it. And the bolt doesn't want to come out. Okay, we actually changed wrenches now. Interesting thing, look at this little spider guy right there. Check him out. Anyway, back to the wrenches. So we're just gonna pop these 2 bolts off, hopefully not lose them down in the bottom of the scooter. And then with luck, we'll be able to find our mysterious code and order some keys. Sorry, it's just a bit tight in here for holding the phone. Okay, so we did a quick little interwebs search there, and what we found was the reason we can't see the code is because it's behind the plate. So we need to take the plate off. So we're gonna do that. So it's just a Phillips screw here. A little bit of friction, not too bad. Considering it's never really been out in the weather and gotten all dirty and whatnot. There's one. Oh, I think I see something. And what have we there? There it is. So that's our key code. So we're going to use that to order 2 new keys that will keep the original ignition and locks and all that stuff in this bike, which is really important for value. All right, great success. So now what we're gonna do is just put everything back like it was. That way, you know, it's gonna be a few weeks before the keys come in, and that way we won't be like, how does this part go back together again? I completely forget. And not being that mechanical, that happens more often than you'd really wanna know, so. All right, that's it. We're gonna button it up, put it back together, and order some keys. Out. Okay, so I have a website here called carlocksandkeys.com that will cut 2 keys to fit your Honda motorcycle key code. And up here, it's 1984 to 2000 Honda Elite scooter keys, cut by code, 2 working keys, $16.95 US plus shipping. We're in Canada, so that's gonna be a little bit more. But we're gonna go ahead and put in our key code and order the keys and go from here, and we'll see how long it takes. So I brought my information about the Honda key that I need cut over to these guys on Lawrence Avenue in Toronto. I was in and out of the store in less than 5 minutes with this little key right here, and they even stamped my code on the key. So if I need to get another key done, that'll be done. Awesome place. Okay, so we're back from the locksmith who cut us this little key. Instead of ordering it online, we took a chance with the locksmith and we got the cylinder code from the bike. Went in there, we're in and out of there in 5 minutes. It was awesome. So now the $1 million question is, will the key work? So what we'll first try is the trunk, or the seat rather. So let's see. Yeah, it goes in. It's a little stiff, which is common with new keys. Give it a little twist. And hang on. Let's see here. Sorry, I have 2 hands here to do this. Twist and bada bing. It opens up. So that's awesome. First time in probably 30-something years this thing has been opened. Pretty good shape, a little dusty under there, that's about it. More importantly, I really want to see, is the key gonna work in the ignition? So we'll go ahead and close that up for right now. And we're gonna try this. So, like I said, it's a little stiff going in there, but will it turn? Oh yeah, that worked. So that's the first hurdle we've got in getting this old scooter going, is we're able to identify the cylinder code for the key, go to a locksmith. It was about $35 plus tax to have the 1 key cut, which was pretty reasonable. It was done very quickly, it works. And if I really wanted to get an OEM key, I could go to a Honda dealer, get an old blank, and I could take it back to that guy, and he said $20 and they'll cut me a new key. But this is quite sufficient for what we need to do. So hey, great success. So next thing we're on to on the Honda Elite 150 scooter is what I'm a little nervous about, which is what is going on inside here, which is the gas tank. So I talked to the original owner and he said there was gas in it. He drove it around and he hasn't touched it since. That's usually no bueno, because 40 years of storage for gas doesn't usually bode well for the machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew the cap and see what we're up against here. So this should be interesting. A little stiff. Okay, first time cracked open in 39 years, I think. And let's see what we got. That's not good. Whoa. What is going on here? Oh, that really stinks too. Well, let's just say if you're storing anything, empty the gas out or fill it right to the top next time. That is super nasty looking. And in there is not looking much better. That is gonna need a lot of love to get back to being useful, and I don't know if there's any holes in the tank or what's going on. So probably what we're gonna have to do here is completely pull the tank and then do some kind of shade tree mechanic tricks, maybe some nails and screws in there with some fluid to loosen up all the rust and flush it out. If you have any suggestions as to what your favorite mix is to clean out a gas tank, I'm all ears because this thing here is gonna need some help. So comment below what you think might be helpful, but I gotta put this lid back on because this thing really stinks. So that gas is no good. So it's kind of a bit of a setback, but honestly not unexpected. When something sits that long, it's always a bad thing for gas. So okay, see you on the next update.